Hello, Virgo, and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana, and together we're going to take a journey through the tarot cards to uncover your spiritual message and focus for the week. Now, the first card I'm going to draw is basically the theme of your reading and the theme of the week. Enterprise, we've got the King of Wands. I'm getting a strong feeling of vitality and energy from this card. So I'm not sure if that's reminding you to take care of your health or just reminding you that you've got a lot more fire and focus than perhaps you're giving yourself credit for. But this is a good week for getting things done, it seems. Just a lot of really good fire energy coming off of this card. A lot of doing, a lot of sense of purpose, a lot of making things happen. And we've got you hard at work, Eight of Pentacles. This is the energy of you, Virgo, this week, the Eight of Pentacles. Now, the interesting thing is you're hard at work, you're being industrious, you're getting things done. However, I believe this King of Wands is asking you to look at things a little bit differently. Isn't it funny? He's working with fire. This is the blacksmith pouring metal into this mold. But you can see he's making the same star over and over and over. He's making lots of stars. And this King of Wands, I said enterprise at the beginning because it's asking for different. Either going about things a different way or looking at a different possibility for yourself. A different place that your energy could be going. Getting out of what you're used to creating over and over and over. This is really trying to open your horizons, open your eyes, and enable you to use that fire energy more for yourself rather than just running the same thing over and over. Okay, interesting. Next we're continuing with your message. Okay, Two of Cups. Princess of Wands. So interesting. We begin and end with a wand card and a court card at that. I see this as kind of the daughter of the king here. So they're definitely connected. But the direction of the cards is going a little bit of a different way. I'm going to put these guys down for a second because we've got relationships and heart being the theme for what's here. And I'm wondering if that's part of the reason why you're kind of keeping your head down and doing things the safe way. It seems as though, and I'm not sure if this is maybe talking about the past or the current present, but I'll just keep going. This Princess of Wands went out in search of her heart's desire, in a sense. So she went out looking for that relationship or that companionship. Could have been a job, but I'm thinking this is more, we're talking about relationships here. And she went in with her eyes open and she went in with her heart open. She went in completely vulnerable, gave herself completely into this partnership. So you can see even the red hair kind of transfers from one to the other, the fire. So she gave herself completely, all of her passion, all of her vitality, put into this relationship. But on the other side, we come from the Five of Cups. And it's striking me, not that this relationship ended in a place of sadness or desolation, but that the person that was on the other side, the partner, was not in the same place as this one. This one came in with an open heart. This one came in with regret and a little bit of a closed mind, a little bit of keeping things behind, the cards close to the chest, keeping things behind closed doors. So on the surface, it looks like, oh yeah, hey, he's a great compliment to her. He's really into her. He's really wanting to be with her. He wants that partnership with her. But behind the scenes, there was some baggage. There was some emotional baggage definitely going on with this person, where they hadn't reconciled themselves to the end of another relationship, or they've been burned a few times, or they're just not completely happy with themselves. They feel like they've lost something. So where are we going with this, guys? So understanding that when these two come together, there's going to be an imbalance, first of all, because this one has problems and this one doesn't. Well, that's a little too simplistic because none of us are perfect. But the idea is when one comes into a relationship with an open heart and the other comes in with a jaded heart, there's no way there can be a good blend. And so if this is happening to you now or this happened in the past and you're having a hard time with it, just know that from the beginning, this was a learning experience and there was a reason why you needed to go through it. There's nothing wrong with keeping your heart open and keeping your eyes open, but there's also wisdom that is gained from that experience. And that's again when we're looking at this King of Wands. He's the king of this domain, the Wands domain. He is wise. He has lived through the lessons of the princess as well as the knight and the queen. He understands what all of this is. So he understands that when you go with your heart and you go with your soul open, you also have to go with your shield. He has, this side of the card. He has a shield with him. He protects himself. He knows that he's worth a lot, and he knows that whatever he puts himself into, he's worth it. So what I feel like, Virgo, is that there's part of you that's scared to go out there. There's part of you that's scared to try again or scared to get yourself into something. What we're talking about also might not be literally a relationship. It might have been a business venture where you had ideals or something, but then the business was never poised to really help you realize those ideals. It could be that as well. I'm focusing on relationships though because of all the passion and all the cups cards here. So, rather than keeping your head down and not going out in there trying it at all, even though he's using fire, he's not using his passion. Because he's doing the same thing over and over and over. Passion is creative and it's destructive at the same time. It doesn't do routine. This is asking you to look at yourself differently, asking yourself to say, okay, well, what have I learned from this? And to know that next time you will be able to see the warning signs. You'll be able to see exactly, and you'll feel it. When you've gone through something and you've been burned, you don't ever go into something with the same innocence, really. You might start that way, but there comes a point when you're like, wait a second, I'm starting to feel like this is that other situation. It's really impossible to be burned twice, really. It may seem like it, but if you're burned twice, it's because you didn't learn it enough the first time. I don't think we're there. I think we're at this place where you need to realize everything that you've learned, all of that vitality that you have, all of that spark, all of that passion that you have, and everything that you know is valuable. All of that is worthy of being protected, but it's also worthy of creating that enterprise I keep talking about over and over. It needs to go and create relationships. It needs to go and create new endeavors. It needs to get involved in new things, because what's the point of having all this wisdom if it doesn't produce growth? So Virgo, this is a bit of a tall order for you. I understand all the junk that's back there, but this is really stepping out and going for it, okay? So questions about that, please let me know. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're one of these people that really wants to move forward and knows that you can move forward quicker with the help of guidance, please check out my website, True Guidance Tarot. I know that forward movement is possible on your own, but it is so much faster and a lot more fun with someone else. So if that's you or you know someone, please share the website, share this channel. I'd love to see you next week, and have a good one.